You're welcome to today's class, Math Easy Peasy. In today's class, we shall be exploring ratio, and we'll be looking at ratio today. Ratio is comparing two quantities of the same unit to find out how they change in quantity at the same number of times. One can also be expressed as a fraction of the other. So, it is written with two dots between them as A is to B, meaning A ratio B or A is to B. That is ratio. Now, we will be looking at our first question for today, expressing quantities as ratio in simple forms. That's our topic. Now, look at our example 1. Express 15 as a ratio of 25. Our solution. What do? The first step is to divide both quantities by a common factor. I simply call it dividing both quantities. Our example was to express 15 as a ratio of 25. Like as I said earlier, our first step is to divide both ratio by a common denominator. 15 is to 25. Now we look for a common denominator that can break it down to its lowest terms. And I discovered there is a common denominator here, which will be what? 5. So with that, when 5 goes into 15, it gives me 3. And when 5 goes into 25, it gives me 5. So it can be expressed as 3 is to what? 5. Simply put, whenever you have two quantities to be expressed as ratio of each other, just break them down to their lowest terms. What can break this? 5 gives me 3. 5 gives me what? 5. That is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, pizza cheesy, Mr. Austin's okra soup. We shall be going to our next example. For this is our second example. Express 3 months as a ratio of 1 year. Express 3 months as a ratio of 1 year. In our first explanation, we said ratio is comparing two quantities of the same units. So they must first of all be of the same what? Units. To find out how they change in quantity at the same number of times, one can also be expressed as a fraction of the other. They are written with two dots between them as A is to B, meaning A ratio B or A slash B. Now, what I want us to look at properly here is this fact. Same what? Units. So, in this question, in this second question, the two quantities are not of the same unit. The first one is in months, and the second one is in year. So what can we do? What should we do? Yes, that's good. Great. We need to express both of them as in the same quantity. So the year will be changed to months. So how many months make a year? 1 year is equal to 12 months. Good. Awesome. So with that, we are good to go. So what do? Convert year to month. 1 year is equal to 12 months. So the second step is to divide both quantities by a common factor. We have 3 and 12. So 3 can be divided by 3, and 12 can be divided by what? 3. So 3 is their common factor. Let's go back to our board and deal with this question the way it was supposed to be. So our solution. We were told to express 3 months as a ratio of 1 what? Year. In that case, we will write 3 months and 12 months. 1 year is the same thing as 12 what? Months. Now we have the same quantity. In that case, we can express them as ratio. But looking at this ratio, it is not to its lowest terms. Ratio must be written in their lowest what? Terms. So in that case, we are going to look for a common denominator that we use to break both 3 and 12. Now, what is the common denominator here? 3 is a prime number, and I discovered 3 can break what? 12. So in that case, I'm going to use 3 as my common denominator. So 3 here gives me 1, while 3 here gives me what? 4. So I have reduced it to its common to its lowest term, which is 1 is to 4, or 1 ratio 4, as it may be called. So maths, as I said, is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, pizza cheesy, dominion pizzas. So just go through your work again and understand this concept of ratio. We will be looking at another topic on ratio in our next class, but I'm advising you to hit the subscription button and click on the notification bell so that you can get my video or get a notification whenever I upload a new video. See you in our next class. Maths is fun, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, pizza cheesy, Mr. Austin's okra soup. Bye. Baraka Kedush.